Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday, the humping time day. Valentine's Day on top of that. Win, win, win. Hump, hump, hump. Something like that. February 14th, 2024. Otherwise known as the end of Hell Week for me. Thank Christ. Made it through another one. At 16. Doing pretty well, I think. Anyway, hey, don't forget to check out the video vault. I just loaded up a bunch more videos. I got some 2026 videos that are they're in there now. A bunch of dudes. I think that puts us up over like 75, close to 80 videos total. It's mostly 2025, now 2026 recruits. All their highlight videos, no ads, zero ads. And there's a free trial to go in there and check it out, poke around, see how you like it. What else is happening? Oh, I will be doing a breaking news segment. If Ohio State announces anything new regarding a co-D line coach or making Laurinaitis a full-time assistant, if anything happens, I'll do a breaking news segment there. So keep it locked in here. Make sure you're subscribed. And hey, go nuts and hit that like button, would you? On every video of mine, anyways. All right. I appreciate it. All right, let's get into it here. We're talking about guys that were freshmen last year. We're talking defensive end Joshua Mickens, Indianapolis's finest. Well, Indiana's anyways. Is he from Indianapolis? Can you say it? Yeah, he is. All right. So let's talk about Josh. Coming in, he's 6'3", 225 out of Lawrence Central in Indianapolis. Nationally ranked number 119. It's pretty nice for a DN. Number 17 edge rusher, number 2 player in Indiana. Don't forget, he was committed to LSU and then flipped to the Buckeyes. I'll get into that a little bit more. But his scouting report coming out of high school was like this. They said that he had all the physical tools for a true edge rusher, whether putting a hand in the dirt or standing up in a hybrid role. He has good height with wiry, strong frame and holds ample space to add needed mass. Obviously, most guys need to add weight coming in. Plays with his hair on fire. I love that. Unregulated motor with accompanying pursuit athleticism. There's a lot of big words there. I don't know. Just say he goes fast and he's an athlete. Anyways, he shows that the ability to chase down and provides dangerous backside threats. He flashes encouraging dip and bend athleticism to run the arc. And highly productive junior season with 20 plus TFLs, a dozen sacks, and several forced fumbles. He's efficient in hand violence with little wasted activity, flashes some heavy-handedness in dislodging pop against bigger blockers, and has a quick first step that adds juice to his acceleration. So a lot of physical tools there. But yeah, hand violence, very important in that position. I'll try that shit outside of the football field. Anyways, Ohio State has him currently listed at 6'5", 236. So 24/7 was a little off at 6'3", 225. I don't know if he gained 2 inches in a year, less than a year or whatever. So anyway, let's get into it here. As a senior, though, Josh put up 74 tackles, 20 and a half TFLs, 6.5 sacks. He was first team All-State. He was named the top defensive lineman in the state of Indiana. He also had 13 points and 7 rebounds per game on the basketball team as a senior. He also threw the shot put for his track team. So all around good athlete and can do a lot. So yeah, going back to LSU, he was committed there in July of 2022, but then OSU offered him in November. He flipped about 6 weeks later to the Buckeyes. He also had offers from Michigan, Florida State, USC, and a bunch of others. So this past season, 2023, in a deep defensive end room, Mickens also didn't come in till summer, so he was a little behind the 8 ball there. He saw just one snap in one game against Michigan State. But Ryan Day said this back on signing day in December of 2022. He said, uh, Josh, to add him to the class was great. He's from Indiana. He's very athletic, a basketball player. We had him in camp. For him to make the decision down the stretch was big for us. We think he can be a very, very good player. All right. So going forward for Josh, Ohio State returns every defensive end from the 2023 season, except for Amari Abor. He entered the portal after last season. So you have the starters, JT, Jack. You got their backups, Kenyatta Jackson, Caden Curry. The only other defensive end that saw any snaps was Mitchell Melton, and he'll be a fifth-year senior. He'll be back one more year in 2024. So playing time for Josh is going to be limited, but with the new 12-team playoff system, the Buckeyes are obviously planning to go 16 games this season. So there could be more opportunities for Josh to get in there. And I think Larry Johnson, and this is a bigger picture thing for the entire coaching staff, and even Ryan Day, that they need to manage these easy non-conference games and blowouts, which usually are the same. You got to manage these games and get some of these young guys in there earlier. It's not going to kill you to have a Josh Mickens in there in the second quarter versus, roast beef tech. It doesn't matter. You're not going to lose the fucking game. It's not even going to be close. So I say, get kids like Mickens in there so that you can get them some real reps against starters, even though it's against, a non-Power 5 team. Still get them in there. Mickens is going to go through his first winter workouts right now. He's going to go into his first spring camp because he came in last summer. So he's really has just been on campus 7 months, 8 months at the most. So maybe he can build some momentum, heading into the summer workouts and then fall camp. If he catches Larry Johnson's eye, then Larry's going to be more likely to get him some snaps, maybe later in those blowouts. But I think that it doesn't kill you to find him 10 snaps in the first half of whoever the hell you're playing from, the MAC. So that's how I would handle it. And I think all the coaches, all the position coaches need to handle it that way. Treat it like a fucking preseason, those first few games and even some of the Big Ten games, for Christ's sake. I mean, Northwestern, shit like that. Come on, we're going to blow those guys out. Indiana's, those type of teams. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.